Once upon a time, there was a lone cowboy who set out to get revenge. Like a bloodhound, he scoured the West, determined to find the man who robbed him, come hell or high water. And while this cowboy was just a little guy, he'd end up making some big choices on his journey that changed his story in downright mystifying ways. Setting off across the dusty West, he knew that if he played his cards right, one day he'd find that varmint, give him exactly what he had coming to.
Well, you heard the man. We're looking for the guy who robbed us, apparently. And we're gonna go and make some mystifying choices. Well, let's get going, I suppose. A familiar face. I never thought I'd see you again. At a crossing in the road, a lone gunman riding a black horse meets your gaze. He speaks through a cigarette hanging from his mouth. Mornin'. Wait, you know him. When you were 6, he wooed your mom, killed your dad, and kicked your dog. He asks, do I know you? Show him something to remind him who you are. You want some whiskey? That sounds like the kind of thing that an alcoholic would do. Here, want some whiskey? You pull out some whiskey and offer it to him. He studies your face and there's a flash of recognition. I remember you. You want me dead, I reckon. Is this poison? Find me when you know how to kill a cowboy. As he rides off, your shaking fists slowly unclip. Next time. Oh, he poisoned the whiskey now. Okay. A taller dog. Use this to get far away stuff. Drink this to become dead. Alright, well, I've got some poisoned whiskey now. Don't know what I'm gonna do with poisoned whiskey, necessarily. They're hanging a criminal in the town square. Ooh! We're just in time for the town show. The criminal is about to be hung by the sheriff. They look kind of sad about the whole thing. You have a front row seat and grab your... Well, I don't necessarily want to grab the whiskey. Grab my lasso? Maybe I'll go watch the hanging with my horse. You ride your horse through the gallows and rescue the criminal while getting shot at. Keep horse plus bandit minus health. I didn't know that's what was going to happen. I thought, me and my horse were just going to go and watch the show, but okay. I've got a bandit now. Not sure what I'm going to do with the bandit, but... There's the farmer, and that must be his daughter. You sneak onto the farm and look for a snack and find the farmer's daughter standing outside the barn with a basket of peaches. She calls you over. Oh, how good would some peaches be right now? Oh, it's been a while since I've had a peach. You walk over and try to play it cool while planning a romantic gesture. What's your move? You want some poisoned whiskey? Or a bandit? I mean, last time I used horse, I got a person, so... Horse? Can I just ride up and take you as well? You take her for a romantic ride on your horse. Looks like the beginning of a nice romance. Keep horse plus wedding. Okay. What do I do with wedding? Who knows? Do we go campfire or do we go barn? Well, if I go this way, I can get this treasure, which I really want to get. Although I could go barn and then come back, I guess. Let's go campfire. We do need a rest after getting shot up trying to rescue the bandit, which I didn't realize we were going to do. Your legs are achy after a tough day on the road. You strike up a small campfire and take off a load. Take a load off. Take off a load. And those are two very different things. You can't explain why, but something about this place makes you feel rejuvenated. You wonder if there's magic afoot. Then we go here. Our horse can have some water. We're just dragging the bandit along with us. After a long trek through the desert, you stumble onto a pool of clear blue water surrounded by shrubs. There's little critters around too. You take a drink from the pool and feel refreshed. You're grateful this wasn't a mirage. Okay, screw us. Did our horse take a drink? Because that's why we came here. Our horse has been very useful so far. It is because of our horse that we are both married and have a friend. Treasure! 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 While trudging through an especially sandy bit of desert, you damn near break your foot on something hard and wooden. Must be something buried here. As you sift through the sand, you uncover an old chest embossed with gold. Let's see what's inside. Money, a gold tooth, and we lost some health. Okay, why did we lose some health? Who knows? But this is good. We're not poor as fuck anymore. See your future for a price. A shrouded figure beckons you from the back of a ramshackle wagon. I've been waiting for you, little one. Your future is clouded, yet. Give me 2 cards, and I'll ask the spirits to combine them into one. Entranced, you gaze into the crystal ball as your destiny comes into focus. What happens if I give the bandit a gold tooth? You're feeling generous, so you share your gold tooth with a bandit. A stranger notices the gesture and invites you to meet a local politician with a proposition to make. I'll be honest, I thought we were just gonna shove the gold tooth into the bandit, you know? He'd have like a nice gold tooth, have a bit of class. What does backroom deal get me? Compromise your morals for some quick cash. Okay, let's go. I guess let's go into town. Can I get married if I go to the church? Let's go into town, I guess, see what's going on. Stranger in town. They look a little tipsy. Do they want poisoned whiskey? Say hi. A stranger sits rambling about the different nearby happenings. Which story are you interested in? Nasty party. Fun at first, but when does it start getting nasty? Murder. Another one bites the dust. Tragic accident. I am interested in murder. Supposedly there's gonna be a murder soon. Okay, well we should leave before I'm the one that gets murdered. I don't know if we want to go for another fortune teller. Let's go to the church, I guess, and see what happens there. Process your past with a professional. Okay. I was hoping I could get married. You woke up in a decaying chapel. The roof is falling apart and the pews are rotting. The confession booth is the only thing in pristine shape. Something calls you towards it. A priest welcomes you. Have a seat and confess. Let me take your struggles and break them apart. Hi, do you want some whiskey? Let's confess about the backroom deal, I guess, and see where this goes. You recall a terrible memory at the backroom deal. It's so bad the priest shudders and says, "Yikes. How does that make you feel?" After a few hours of crying and talking, you figure out what went wrong at the backroom deal. +1 bandit, +1 wife. I'm married! Yay! And I got my bandit back. What am I gonna do with it? Don't know. Let's go to the campfire? And in the hopes of getting some health, I suppose. Can I go back to that cart and see what's going on there? Although I do like moving forward. I don't want to have to keep going back. Your legs are achy after a tough day on the road. You strike up a small campfire and take a load off. I can't explain. Yep, okay, so we've got some help. So can I go back? There's a hanging in town. We'll go check it out. I want to see what's happening over here. A criminal is about to be hung by the sheriff. They look kind of sad. What happens if I give you another bandit? Can you hang him as well? I don't want to kill my bandit. Let's just see what happens. Do you hang both of them? Your bandit sees the error. Your bandit sees the error of their lifestyle and turns away from a life of crime. Plus a reformed bandit. Everything's going so well for us. We've got so many friends. Okay, what is this? Wagon in danger. I can murder some people. Tracing the top edge of a mesa, you come across a covered wagon teetering over the cliff's edge. There's a handful of people trapped inside. You can hear the wood stretching and creaking. There's only time to save one person before the wagon tumbles into the canyon. Who do you save? Well, we already have a bandit, a guy on a horse, or a drunk. Let's get a guy on a horse. I mean, maybe if we didn't try and pull out a guy and his horse, we would have been able to save everyone. But you know, you barely manage to grab guy on a horse before the wagon falls over the cliff. In the process, your finger gets caught in a wagon wheel and gets ripped off. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's nasty. That's like not even... That I feel like should be more than 1 health. I guess let's go this way to the oasis. We'll go to the oasis and then we can pass back through the campfire. We're gonna have to go retread a lot of old ground, but we're getting some health, which is always good, especially since we just had our fucking finger ripped off pretty horribly. Your leg is achy after a tough day on the road. You strike up a small campfire and a figure rushes at you from the dark. A scraggly child dressed as a bandit waves a knife at you and starts shouting. The effect is extremely funny despite the possible threat, and you try not to laugh. Now visibly offended, the kid decides to go through with trying to rob you. The fight is short, but you end up with a pretty nasty wound. Ow! I went there to try and heal. Let's go to this oasis and see how that goes. We'll just pass by the church, gun it down to the oasis. A little slice with 2 S's of paradise. Ooh. You wander towards the edge and find a place to sit. You aren't very careful and disturb a rattlesnake that was sunning on the rocks. It moves to bite your hand and you reach for your poisoned whiskey? Lasso? Lasso! The rattlesnake doesn't care about your lasso and disappears into the rock. You spend the rest of the afternoon sucking the venom out of your thumb, which surprisingly worked. I am getting fucked up in the attempt of trying to heal. Let's go watch another hanging, I guess. They're hanging a criminal in town square. Can I just pay for the show, sit and watch it? You offer the sheriff your money as bail and save the criminal from the noose, at least for today. Well, I know how to get reformed bandits. End of the road. Let's see what happens here. Oh, look at my little posse. I really like that. A second chance. Don't waste it this time. I have murder. Towards the end of the long day's trek through the desert, you stop on the side of the road for a bathroom break. Partway through, you turn around and notice the gunman passing you on their horse. You stop with a shudder and try to steel yourself. He hasn't seen you, and you can't waste another chance at getting your revenge. Take a moment and plan your move. How will you kill the gunman? With murder! Could I use poisoned whiskey? Because, he gave that to me in the beginning. With murder! You decide you're not ready to take on the gunman alone and call on a friend from the murder for help. Together you sneak up on the edge of his camp, being very careful not to make a sound. You look over at your murder friend and just them being there is enough to assure you. I was hoping I would just murder them, not call on a murder friend, but okay. You give them a quick signal, then circle around to the other side of the campfire to trap the gunman. On your way over, your murder friend stumbles out into the campfire light and into view. You freeze in place. The gunman whips out an oversized revolver and blasts your murder friend, without missing a beat. Bang! They're dead instantly. You cower behind a rock, shaking until the gunman packs out. Then you weep for a while over your murder friend. You take their things. Okay, well that didn't go how I was hoping, and I'm currently dying, so... everything was going so well, and now it's going less well. I know how to reform this bandit while we're here, by the way. Yep. We grab the bandit. He reforms. What do I do with reformed bandits? Fuck knows. Let's go to the farm. A farmer and his daughter, but we already have a wife. What happens if I get my guy on horse? Maybe he can get a wife. The farmer's daughter and your guy on a horse instantly fall in love and run away. You try to drown your sorrows. Ow! I'm gonna die. I've lost guy on a horse. I'm gonna die. Do we go to the oasis and hope? What happens if I combine 2 reformed bandits up here? I don't know, let's go into town. I don't want to go to the oasis because, I might lose help. Friendly poker game. Doesn't seem that friendly. Sure, I can't go anywhere else. I have to do the interaction. As you show your hand, the dude across the table springs out of his chair and points his finger at you. This no good son of a skunk has the same cards as me! Thinking quickly, you grab your... Reformed Bandit! Tell them what a nice person I am. You shift blame onto your Reformed Bandit and keep playing a few more hands. Oh, so I just threw my friend under the bus, and now I can't combine Reformed Bandits, because... I guess let's go try and combine some cards. I'm gonna die, aren't I? This is like going horribly. A shrouded figure beckons you. Let's combine whiskey and poisoned whiskey and see what happens. Oh, I just got... You have a few drinks and start chatting with a cute couple at the bar. They invite you back to their place to see their lasso collection, and you tipsily accept. It seemed like a good idea at the time, plus one nasty party. Fuck! And now I don't have... I need to get healthier. If I don't get healthier, I'm screwed. Come on, health. Come on. Oh, plus 3 health. Fuck, I was so close to dying. Alright. Let's ride on into town and see what's going on. Friendly poker game. Well, I've got another Reformed Bandit I can blame things on, so... let's do that. Reformed Bandit. I mean, they may be reformed, but they're still bandits, so... You know what they say, I want to get this treasure, so we'll just scoot past the farm. Looks like the farmer could use some help. What's up, bro? You make your way past a lone farm. You spot a farmer standing on the edge of his property. He calls you over and tells you he's looking for help. What can you do for me, partner? I have a lasso. You use your lasso to wrestle up some cattle. It's all in a hard day's work. Money! Cool. I'm gonna go get some treasure. Treasure! I'm gonna lose health here, though. As you sift through the sand, let's see what's inside. Gold tooth, gold gun! Satisfyingly heavy, holding it makes you feel important. I have a gun. I can go shoot the bandit. Do I need bullets? I have a gun, though. A gun! Farmer and his daughter, I already have a wife, so... What happens if I give you a gold tooth? Just because I want to see what happens. She's offended with your offer of gold tooth and storms away. You try to drown your sorrows. I got some whiskey. Why would she be offended of my offer of a gold tooth? Alright, let's go into town. I can pay the bail, I guess. What happens if I give him a poker chip? Your poker chip isn't enough to meet bail. The noose, however, gets to live another day. Plus 1 lasso. Okay. I mean, I didn't have a lasso, and like now I do, which all good cowboys need a lasso, so I guess it's not the worst thing. I mean, that guy died, but I just use bandits as a bargaining chip for gambling, so... Please let me heal. Heal. Oh, good. What am I gonna do here? I grab my whiskey. No one knows what to make of your whiskey. I'm not dead. That was a rattlesnake, right? I didn't read it, I just kind of assumed. Alright, let's go do this. We have a golden gun. Literally a one-shot kill weapon. Let's go, let's get dueling. On a supply run into town, you're stopped by a postman. He says he has a message from you from someone called the Gunman. You open the letter and discover it's an invite. Tonight at sunset, the gunman will be waiting for you at the Mountain Al Typo. He wants to settle this once and for all, kill or be killed. Use the rest of the day to plan your final showdown. I got my gun! On your way to Al Typo, you clean your gold gun and give it a test shot. When you arrive, the gunman is sitting on a rock near the summit, looking westward. You silently nod, then get into position. It's hot and there's sweat on your brow, but your hands are steady. You turn around and take 10 steps, then stand still. You think of your parents and your dog, the dog being the important one. and visualize your draw, aim, and fire. On 3, you both draw your gold gun. He has a gold gun too, and fire in the span of a blink. The shots ring out together. A sharp pain tells you you're hit. Left shoulder, not close to your heart. You hit the gunman in the neck. He's quick to grab the wound, but it's too late. He grumbles some final words as he bleeds out. "Oh, sorry about your dog. That wasn't cool. I've got my revenge. At long last, you found what you were looking for. I also found a wife. I have dysentery, which, your organs are trailing. Hilarious. Nice reference. I have some money. Like, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. Usually, like, in the search of revenge, you know, if you go out looking for revenge, you need to dig 2 graves. But we're actually doing pretty well. We have a wife, we have money, we're doing great. You got revenge, partner. In memory of all the bandits that I killed. Holy shit, I killed a lot of them. Guy on a horse. Guy on a horse, like, straight up abandoned me. Fuck guy on a horse.